yo, that's as down as I can get. That's as down as I can get. Why doesn't down work? What sounds like the void? That's the AC. Motherfucker. There, he's dead. Get these stupid pill bugs in here. I'm not gonna fucking have it. I didn't get him with my hand. Now my hand hurts. Like really bad. Ow, why did I do that? That was a stupid idea. Okay, so why can I not assign down? There we go. Okay, now it works. Okay, so here's the problem. I'm setting up the controller right now, right? And so I know we were playing, like Josh and I were playing Super Mario 64 and Banjo-Tooie, like just to test around with it the other day, and we found some mapping for these that worked, but I don't remember what it was. I think it was, you have C left, C right, then you have C up is way up here, and C down is here. So like it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but works well enough. Don't fucking hide it. You think I look like shit. D-pad does nothing in this game, so I don't need to worry about it. Then we have, okay, Josh had, this was A and this was B, but fuck that, I'm putting it the other way. That's A, that's B. Then what does this button do? And then we can make that Z? Is that Z? Then you have L and R. L and R. I don't think I need L and R much. Don't think I do. I'm not skinnier than Josh. I'm at least as big as Josh. So let's see how well this setup works. Yeah, it's the same camera. I borrowed Martin's camera. Good texture. Why is the video smaller than it should be? Because A, I forgot to set it up, and B, because Donkey Kong 64 doesn't run in the emulator, like, right. So I need to get to... Oh my god, I can't skip this. And that doesn't... Okay. Is there a way for... No. Okay. Well, we're just gonna get to wait for this. I need to wait to set up where the... And now I can't... Oh, because I'm an idiot. Okay. Oh, alright. I can't fix where the window is until I get to a place that's not a cutscene. I could have done it when I was in the main menu, but I didn't think about it. So... This is Donkey Kong 64 with this fucking thing. I played through Banjo-Kazooie on this. I almost did the 16-star run on this. I did like half of it. Almost. I wish the camera would capture, like... Hold on, the camera's in kind of a stupid spot. Like, it's like a mile away from me. Can we, like, not? Is there a better place it could be? Like... I want myself and the controller to be visible, but not from a mile away. So let's see. How about this? That is not really tall enough. It's sitting on a cup. I'm using a cup as a stand. This almost works, but you can't see me. What did I have for dinner on that plate? My dinner was, my dinner was 4 pieces of, garlic bread. That was my dinner. The LED keyboard is just because it's cool. Also, this particular one is really easy to clean. This isn't gonna work. Thinking. This is not a speed run. You motherfucking pillbug pieces of shit. One just landed on my forehead, motherfucker. And, okay. And the camera fell and did something to the game. And I don't even know what. Resume. What? What? Error capturing screen. I don't want you to capture the screen. Oh my god. Project 64. Like, what the fuck? You gonna launch the game? Okay. Okay. So, that was rousing success. I guess there's gotta be someplace better I can put the fucking thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and fix this. Oh, right, I can't. Yeah, hold on, got it. Okay. Now I can fix this. Okay, that's actually not what I had in mind. Transform, reset. Okay, so what I want to do is cut out all of this, cut out all of this, make this embiggening it, but not that much. Okay, you're gonna be missing like 3 pixels on the left. You're gonna have to deal. Oh, resetting the console skips the cutscene. Beautiful. Didn't realize that. Yes, you could say that I'm expanding the window. Yeah, I don't give a shit, Squawks. That's nice. Okay. There's got to be a better place for this camera. I also don't know how to adjust the zoom on it, so I guess where I had it is pretty much where it's just gonna have to stay. Like, no. I don't see what else can be done here. It's in a super unstable place, so that's good. There. Choose between watching me, the controller that I'm controlling, a mouse, or some fucking shelves over here. Already this sounds excellent, so here we go. Okay. How do you do that? I wanted to do that. That's what I was trying to do. And well, oh yeah, that is a lamp, that's right. And Donkey Kong's body has better places to be. Can I see, please? Thank you. Okay. Well, this is gonna be... I started with the best one. Can't see. Can't see. Okay, did it. We did it. Why does DK have such a pronounced ass? I always wondered the same thing. I don't know. Tiny got tits after this game? I didn't know that. Why on earth would they do that? We don't need to be sexual. Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say we don't need to be sexualizing monkeys, but you know what? In this game, we already have that. I didn't do the optimal strats. Have to start over. Nope, gotta do it in order. I remember that. I just kind of in the background was just like dicking around and putting stuff on him for no reason. You know, stuff on my Josh. Well done! I never knew anything about the Donkey Kong lore. I know the lore from this game, and that's it. Music? Oh, okay. Okay. That's what she's saying. Alright. Well, I don't have a big fancy professional, like, fight stick with a custom, you know, top, like, with the sexy anime artwork. I don't have that. I want that, but they're also expensive as hell. And this one was given to me for free. It wasn't even given to me. It was actually loaned to me, and then I just kind of kept it. Because he never asked for it back, and also he has much better fight sticks and really didn't want this one, so I was like, okay, I guess I'll just take it then. Oops, wrong way. Okay. There we go. There we go. This is gonna be good. There's no way this is not gonna be good. So here's what you do. You. Not with that button, you don't. Where'd the camera go? Okay, how did I get turned around? Let's not have that. It's probably not gonna work on emulator, is it? No, it's not gonna work on emulator. Okay. Or it might if I remembered how to do it. I'm probably just not doing it right. Okay, I was probably just doing it wrong then. I've only ever tried all these tricks on console. I've never tried it on emulator. Because, like, when I was given the option to try to do the tricks, I was like, some of them may not work in the emulator, and also the emulator doesn't emulate this game. Because this game just is a glitchy piece of crap. So, hold on. Let me not get ahead of myself. That was some good rendering I had going on there. I mean, I know it's hit C up and swim straight at the wall. Like, that's what I was trying to do. It just wasn't work. It wasn't work. Yeah, that's nice. You do that. This isn't a game. Oh, banana. Okay. All right. Fantastic. Beautiful. All the cutscenes are gonna be something. Give me that. You could probably use this for a rhythm game just fine. Like, probably not the one on the DS, but in general, maybe. As long as it doesn't require, like... Oh my god, everything's flipping out. Yeah, that's nice. Out of my way. As long as it doesn't require, like, position data, like, if it's just directions and some buttons, basically, that works for... That's what this is good for. Anything that's just direction and buttons, not really any analog to it. Come on, man. That looked like a dildo. What's less of a game, this or Superman 64? Well, Superman 64, that's like... What kind of a question is that? That was me looking at the Discord and holding everything up. Yep, that's the fat ass door. That's what that is. Okay, you say so. Soups 64. Is that what the kids are calling Superman 64 nowadays? Wow. Wow. Top-notch stuff, DK. You get into the first level, immediately fuck up. That wasn't even me. I'm not even taking responsibility for that. It was all you. Is this 101%? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Maybe. It sounds super tedious to try to do that. Also, why is this like one of the very few... Why is this one of the very few... I'm just gonna take text on... one of the very few switches that you don't have to actually ground pound. Like, what's up with that? Give me these. And camera, thank you. And dead. And dead. This isn't being all that challenging right now, but I'm guessing it's gonna get back. What the fuck? Motherfuckers. I also like how the game does this dick move right here. And like when you walk up, you're before this warp pad, but when you leave the cutscene, you're after it. Assholes. Okay, I didn't tell you to swim, like what? Oh, here we go, here we go. This is gonna be fun with the fight stick. This is gonna be good. Here we go. Yeah, you guys... What a bunch of jokers! So Martin was a fuck-up once, and I'm the one who gets to pay the price for the rest of my life. There is no Asian in me at all. I don't know why on earth Martin said that. I'm stuck with it. Bitch. That was a little easier than I was expecting. I was expecting that to be harder. That was good. Okay, and that was enough of that. Yeah, once upon a time, there was a little ducky who drank some Snapple, and his name was Martin, and for some reason he said that I wasn't there when he said it. He said something like, I looked Asian or something, and that's the one joke everyone centers around when it comes to me. Like, that's the spicy meme, is that I look like I'm Asian, as you can plainly see. Because no one can come up with any original jokes, including myself. Yeah? Yeah, I got your coconuts right here. Will I help you with your math homework? Yes. I actually will. I'm not great at math. I might be able to help anyway. Okay, I was trying to do that. Okay, here we go. This is the fun part, where I get to figure out what combination of buttons does stuff. Oh god. Why did I put C up way up here? Why was this the thing? And what was it? Z to shoot or B? B. Beach. Oh. There we go. I'm gonna have to get used to that. That's gonna take some getting used to. Where do I keep my tangerines? I don't even think that's specifically a Chinese thing, or an Asian thing at least. Like it's like Chinese restaurants always have like tangerines, but I don't think that's. I think that's just coincidental. This shirt isn't even orange; it's just the lighting. Nice. This shirt's actually red. It's just the lighting makes it look orange. Let's see. So I need to hit the switches, and one of them is right here. No problem. Oh boy, here we go. Aiming with digital control. Like a charm. Oh. This is the wrong button. Yeah, you're real special. Check out that lens flare. That makes sense. Okay. Beach. That's what you think. Camera, why? Why you do this? Why are DK's eyes a camera? They aren't. I don't know what you mean. I'll take this warp, sure. At some level, aren't we all Internet Explorers? Oh my god, no! Damn it! You sack of crap! Okay, let's try this again. It's not that hard. Hit! There we go. The Google Chrome was the friends we made along the way. It's the friend that blew it up and... disturbing news on the text mobile, but there's not much I can do about that right now. Okay, so I have Diddy now. What I'd really like, though, I mean, if the game were cool, is to go visit Cranky. And also I need to hit this one up here. And then we take 12 years to get down. Let's see, where is DK's blueprint in this level? I think it's in a random tunnel on the other side of the level. Can we please? Oh, okay. Okay. What the fuck? Fine. Jesus Christ. I just want the one coin. I want the one coin. I would like the one coin. Brilliant. This is the kind of shit I was hoping. Oh my god, no. Other way. Other way. There you go. I like how we already have half of DK's bananas. Oh, there's another 10. Just chilling out. Oh, I did! I didn't want to go in there yet. Okay, well, whatever. We're in here now. What do you mean I only have 1 coin? I picked up like 3 earlier. What the fuck? Fine. Be that way. Fucking show you. I'm fucking taking these bananas. I'm gonna... Watch out, everyone! Donkey Kong's drunk and he's got a gun. Okay, well, whatever. There should be some coins over here anyway. You two are dead. Just hurry up on this shit. What do you think is the reason Josh hates this game? Also, I don't think he hates this game. Actually, no, I think he does hate this game. Apparently not enough to not play it. Oh, I got turned around. There we go. Yo. Nice camera angle. Okay. I'm interested in breaking this. I probably need to, like, do this first. There we go. I must, play the fake 810 note door skip. No, I'm not doing that. It takes too much effort. Okay, so now I have enough coins for this douchebag. No, Rambi shows up once, I think. One more time. One more time. This motherfucker didn't even take the time to heal me? What a bitch. Now I have to go get my health from the local blue squirrel. Okay, so with that having been done, let's go get my blueprint. Oh, I mean, I knew it was a joke. You don't have to apologize. I knew it was a joke. Your secret's safe with me. Okay, so I got the cannon blast thing, so I can go up there and do that in a second. Once I give this guy what for. Oh, come on. There you go. Give me that. Also give me these. Blue Beaver Healthcare System. I'm just that great. I'm so great, I shot a balloon and got a medal. I'm fucking good. So let's go do this. With this controller. Or I don't remember the controls. Oh, banana. Is it B to shoot? Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, well, sometimes DK's body has better places to be. these... is the rest of his bananas here? Probably not. Oh, well, we're doing it again. Yep, definitely doing it again. Yeah, I know, I mean, that's fine. You can congratulate me on getting the banana, and we're doing it again. Gotta get it. Good. It's like, it's a common issue in emulators in some PC games. I'm not sure exactly what it is. Like, I can't even guess from a coding standpoint what it might be. Fuck the 1 coin. I don't give a shit about it. It's not a collectible that I count, or that anyone counts, I think, toward 100%, so fuck it. Fuck the 1 coin. I'm picking these up for no reason. No reason at all. It's just impulsive, I guess. Now, there should be a switch in that other area. I should have... I don't know why I didn't do it while I was there. I should have done it while I was there. This is not a short game. The 100% speed run for this game is 5 hours, 5.5 hours. That's the speed run. Oh, what am I fucking doing? I'm missing 10. Where would I be missing 10? Oh, I think I know where I'm missing 10. I think they're on top of the... I thought this was timed. Maybe not. I mean, bananas are regularly counted toward that, like... I think the 100% definition includes bananas. It's every unique collectible, which coins don't count for. So wait, hold on. That said I had 4, right? And I'm missing 10 bananas, and I think I know where those are, and I don't think I can get them right now. Remind me of that! Oh, coins. I don't know if he does. The problem is you can't get an itemized list of every single one because people are still fucking discovering them 20 years after the fact. So, it's senseless. It's rubbish. Don't need it. Come on. So, here's 5. That makes 10. Count them 10. Alright, so what are we doing with Diddy first? We're probably gonna... what do I feel like doing? I feel like doing this section over here. The absolute last thing I want to do is have to deal with the fucking minecart, but I'm probably gonna have to do that pretty soon, because that, I think, has 2 golden bananas for Diddy? Something like that. Does Diddy get an ability from Cranky in this level? Maybe. Oh, right. He can't do the roll because he's not Donkey Kong. He can do this. It's not really any faster from what I can tell. What's this? Chimp charge? It's gotta be, yeah, chimp charge. Yeah, those micro switch clicks sound nice, don't they? Okay, that's nice. Next. This. They gave the spy a bird? The spy doesn't... What do you mean a bird? You got it. I can get there. Zoobidabop! No, not even remotely close. There, easy. Easy every time. Not a problem. Okay, so I technically have 2 because I got the blueprint. There's 3 left. One, at least one of them is the minecart. What else? Oh! Well, oh, I know. There's one over here. I also have been wanting to play TF2 again, but I have friends that I can play it with. I just don't, because I don't really have the time for it. I mean, I really shouldn't even be streaming this right now. Like, this is a bad idea, but I'm doing it anyway. Because I made myself sad, and I don't feel like working on homework anymore, because I'm completely burned out. Oh yeah, I forgot that when you buy the gun, it doesn't go to everyone. Because that's how it works for the ammo belt, that's how it works for the health upgrade, that's how it works for the sniper scope, that's how it works for everything, except guns and instruments. Gotta pay for those up front. Have I watched the new Down the Rabbit Hole yet? Yeah, I have. That's what made me sad. That's what prompted this. Guns. Guns and ammo. That sounds like a good idea. Hip. Come the fuck on! Okay, so now with that done, now I can go do the other thing I meant to do. Shit! That is exactly what it did for me. It made me very mournful, and Spoony was a big part of my my regular routine for a long time. Made me sad. Also, there were a handful of things in the video that I actually didn't know about. So now I kind of think that Lord Cat is a piece of shit, whereas before I had no opinion of him, but now I think he's a complete piece of shit. He did that to himself. So here's the thing about TF2. Don't. Like, if you're trying to get better, that's fine, but like, don't worry about how quickly you improve or like how good you are relative to other, like it doesn't matter. If you're playing TF2 competitively, I would argue you're playing it wrong. TF2 is like the ultimate fucking around game. And that is what I do on it. I am okay at TF2. I get by. I do what I need to do. I usually, like, you know, at the end of the match, I'm usually in the middle or up in terms of kill count, you know, so that means I was, you know, I contributed to my team, but I don't really try all that hard because the worst part of TF2 are tryhards, unless you're in competitive, but I don't play competitive because that's stupid. Well, you might just try different servers then. I mean, it's like, on casual servers, on truly casual servers, you can usually, like, you're gonna go out and die a lot. Like, that's part of the game. Like, that's how it is, but, it's not... Really, the only learning curve there is to TF2 is learning what the classes do and what all their weapons do, which is fortunately not much, relative to something like League of Legends or Dota, where like you have to learn hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of unique characters. Like, fuck. TF2, you got D-pad, 2 buttons, and a disapparating protagonist. That's all it is. It's actually more like directional controls, 4 buttons, and 7 protagonists. Yeah, don't relate your skill in TF2 to other people, but if you're never getting kills and constantly dying, then don't feel bad, because most people who play TF2 have been playing it for years. So like they're used to this. And part of the game is dying. That's a natural kajigger. So don't feel bad. Don't get discouraged. It's not at all the sort of game to take seriously. It's for dicking around, having a good time. That's part of why I like it. It's got a very casual atmosphere, and that's, you know, all you have to do is just practice. That's all there is to it. The more hours you spend with it, I promise, the better you'll get. Can I reach that from here? I don't remember if I have to like actually get closer to it without the sniper scope. Okay. Well, that's the thing. You're thinking of oh my god, no. Oh my god, no. This bridge with this controller. I didn't think about this. I didn't think about this at all. But anyway, that's the problem. You're thinking about TF2 as a competitive game. Don't think of it as a competitive game. It's really not. Oh! Oh! No! Fuck you! The emulator screwed me! Actually, that might have just been the regular game physics, because this game has stupid collision. Something fucked me. It wasn't my fault. Yeah, most of the... It's like people are saying. Most of the servers are just... It's just... People are just dicking around. You run out, you kill some people. There's not much of a consequence. I'm never gonna do this. This is not happening. Oh, fuck. You get two tries per... Yeah, that was it. That's... I mean, maybe. Okay, wow. Top notch. Yeah, so in this game, collision is weird. Like, it takes a second for slopes to register, and sometimes you can grab onto a slope before it registers as being a slope and kicks you off, but in any case, you can't really recover from it. As you saw, I was not able to do that. And see right here, this shit? See this? That's because when I grab onto the box, Diddy hangs down a bit and he hits the slope beneath the box and gets knocked off. That's what this is. That's this being a well-designed game. So the solution to this is that. Just don't even try. If you're trying with this game, you already fucked up. Well, I mean, so in general, I agree. Like, competitive games are really... Oh my god. We got a dildo stretching across the screen. Okay. Out of my way, son! Asshole! Now you're dead. I was gonna leave you be, but you killed yourself. Here we go. So this is the part. Actually, wait, hold on. Before I do that. Yeah, okay, yeah, that gate. Okay, so no, I have to do this first. Okay. Here we go. No. No. Oh my god. Let's go. Oh shit, there's a balloon in here and some other shit. go, go, go. We can make it. We can make it. Huh? Yeah. We can do it. You and me together. We can make it. No! Yes. I can't get these. I am still reading the joke. And I missed, because I wasn't paying attention. Let's go. Let's do it. Whee. Wow, what a bitch. Clown. Hit. Oh, no, there we go. Okay. There's one coming up later where you don't want to hit it. Oh, hello. I mean, you guys are free to try to time your jumps, you know. You don't have to just jump out at me like this. You can do better. Okay, we're almost there. Uh-oh. Watch out for that shit. Oh, I missed that. In we get. I'm concentrating slightly just so I don't fuck this up. Like, I have lots of leeway at the moment, but I just want to not fuck this up. Oh. God damn it! Nice. Oh well, it didn't matter. It didn't matter in the slightest. Come on, game designers. Get it again. Oh, that was the end of the joke? I didn't get it. Maybe I'm just too stupid. Ah, yes, okay, that's what it is. Where's the 2 pad? It's over here, right? This game is a bunch of diarrhea dookie. Covered in semen. That's up to you. Let's go. And Diddy feels like he needs to be someplace else. Same old song and dance on that one. It's the origin of the term brick joke. I have heard the term before, but I don't actually know what it means. Wait a second, hold on. I hit the switch over there already. I already did this. The police? There we go. 5 pad was needed because this should be a donkey balloon if I'm not. No, it's a Diddy balloon. Well, what the hell? Why is the 5 pad here then? It's here for something. There's some reason it's here. There's some reason this is here. Nope, can't remember. Okay, so... I'm at 4 out of 5 with the blueprint. Okay, but I'm missing... He's missing 10, and I'm missing 15. I think I know where some of that is. I think some of it's over here. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, I didn't see the first joke. See, so to me, that just had no context. Okay, that makes sense, then. That's what your fat ass thinks? That's what your fat ass thinks, huh? Oh, well, here's 5 of them. Oh, there's 5 donkeys, okay. Oh, there's another 5, okay. We're getting there. There's no reason for me to open that whatsoever. Come on. Nope, soundboard's not active. Okay, so I need to switch to Donkey Kong and get those before I forget. Why? Did not ask for this. Alright. So Donkey's missing 5, and I believe Diddy is also missing 5. Highly unusual. Well, you could put a soundboard in your stream, but I explicitly programmed mine. I don't really know how you'd make it otherwise. Five bananas each are missing. They're both probably in a random tree somewhere. 2 different trees. I got Diddy's banana medal, but I don't have all of his bananas. Oh wow, I fixed it. Oh. Okay. I found a way to fix it. Without trying. That's just how good I am. That's the emulator fucking up is what that is. So I figured there would have been 5 up here. There were not 5 up here. And that was good. Anything up here? No. Maybe they're over here. I know there's a tiny balloon in here normally. That's a fairy, which I neglected to get the... Oh. No, I didn't neglect to get the camera. I just didn't care. / I don't have the right character. And these are chunky bananas, so no. I don't really want to spend the bananas without having at least donkeys finished. They wouldn't be up there. Where would I be missing 5? Maybe in a random tree out here? Can only hope. No, these trees have fuck all. Okay. I like how I could see a tag barrel way over there, that was good. Let me just take the warp thing. I didn't realize that's what he was saying. He was saying the Jolteon of Let's Play? I couldn't tell. Jolteon of Let's Plays doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Unless it's referring to how Jolteon has a high base speed, so he's really fast? It doesn't... electrical bait. Okay, well, there's the missing red ones. We're still down some yellow ones. Well, I get that it's because his name's Electrical Beast, but I'm just saying that neither one makes any sense. How about in this tree? There's another 5 Diddy ones, so I must have been missing 10. And there's more Diddy ones! What the fuck? I thought I was only missing 10! What in the hell? Oh, I was missing 15. Okay. Well, glad I found them in random trees. That rounds off Diddy. I don't know how I missed 5 donkey bananas. Like, maybe they're in... I don't see why they would be. That's weird. Electrical based. Okay, well now I can enter the boss room if I so choose. I can't tell what that joke's supposed to be, but yes, I've seen those. So maybe over here? Like, I'm kind of running out of places to look, honestly. This is where I got that. This is where Tiny's is. And I can't go this way until I have aforementioned Tiny. Where in the hell did 5 bananas go? How do I wait? I didn't think it was him, like, well, no one made that claim, so never mind. Never mind. They wouldn't be in the water, because that's where Diddy's stuff is. I already checked these trees, I checked those trees, I checked the trees through there. I checked all the trees up there. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, I got all his bananas in the cannon minigame. I went back and got the extra 5 bunch. But I missed. Let's have a carriage ride. Well, I accidentally killed one of the fucking beetles. Just because he was fucking on me and it caused me an itch. And I went to scratch it and he was in the fucking way. Piece of shit. Yeah, that's a banana if I ever saw one. I'm tempted to just... fuck it. I'll give it a shot. I don't want a British accent. I don't very much care for my own voice, but I don't want a British accent. Nothing against British accents. They're usually perceived as being exotic, but I personally don't want one. So wait, okay, so hold on. So what I do is I have to do... No, it's... I forget what it is exactly. I forget how to do the moon kick. It's like you... Oh, Frankie. Your American friends make fun of your British accent? That's weird, because in America, British accents are usually perceived as exotic. Unless they're, like, really dopey sounding, I guess, like is the case with Electrical Beast. Like, if they're just really, just needlessly, like, if the accent is super, super thick, is what I'm saying. How the hell? There was something more to this. Americans don't have accents. Much like me, I don't have an accent. Well, I didn't mean to use donkey for this. Oops. Jump, fisted. Oh, that's right. That's what I was fucking up. Okay. That's true, I don't have an accent. You couldn't place what part of the world I'm from other than just the US, maybe. Because the thing is, it's also possible for someone to pick up American English, or British English, like, either, and just not have an accent. I have a... You know, it's not entirely true that I don't have an accent. I do have a slight accent sometimes. It just depends on what word I'm saying and how I'm saying it. I once got accused of having a British accent. Someone was like, "Is that a little British I hear in you there?" And I'm like, "No. I do have British ancestry. I don't have any British in me, though." I was born in Florida, but I was only there for a year, so I have no Floridian accent to me. I don't have a southern accent, despite the fact that I've lived in Texas all my life. And I don't have a northern accent, just because I don't. I don't really know why. I mean, because I haven't been in the north most of my life, although I was there briefly as a kid for a handful of years. But I just don't have an accent. Like, you couldn't place what part of the world I'm from based on... Oh my god. Can we not? Wow, we're doing it again. Let's do it again. Okay. Get your comeuppance. There we go. Well, when I say I have no accent, that's what I mean. I just speak regular American English with no inflection, no special inflection whatsoever. It's just plain old English. That's what I mean. Like, you use, like, an accent is something used to distinguish between inflections placed on words in the same language. And if you don't place an inflection on words, if your inflection is just the, like, standard pronunciation of the word with no inflection, then that's no accent. And it is implying there's a default accent, because there is a default accent. It's the accent specified by the dictionary. Like, however the pronunciation guide says to say it, it's that. Whatever that is. Unless it's a slang word, then, like, no, but slang words shouldn't be in the dictionary anyway. So I beat the boss, so let's move on. Oops. Not paying attention. I know a lot of non-slang used to be slang, but that's the point. Now it's non-slang. So, like, if it's still slang, then don't put it in the dictionary. But if it stops being slang and acquires its own agreed-upon meaning, by and large, then go ahead, put it in the dictionary. Languages are living. Languages change. I support that. I know people always like to say, you know, that word doesn't mean this in the dictionary. It says it means this. It's like, well, yeah, but you know, words can be given other meaning, where the existing meaning of words can slightly change over time. I mean, you realize that's how languages develop, right? That's how different languages form. That's one of the ways, anyway. So it's like the idea that the dictionary is the ultimate arbiter of what things mean is only half right. It's like the dictionary says what the usual, like, that's, you know, that's what the language speaking world takes it to mean. Doesn't mean it's like that forever, though. How bad is Josh's Beanie Baby obsession? He doesn't do any of that. There's actually, yesterday evening I was trying to sit down with them and watch something that they were watching, and he had a small pile of Beanie Babies on the couch, which prevented me from sitting down, but we moved them. He doesn't keep them in protective cases or anything. They're just kind of laying around. It's just it's like, oh, I don't have that yet. I could go to Crystal Caves right now, but I don't feel like trying that glitch with this controller. I have a hard enough time when I'm using an actual... What the fuck? Excuse me! And for the record, I wasn't specifically trying to tell you anything, Autumn. I was just speaking in general about language. I'm not saying that you do or don't know any of the things that I'm saying. I was just giving an overview on what the case is with languages. It wasn't addressed at anyone in specific. Don't make fun of me. Excuse me. What is going on with these fucking floaty deals? You wanna sit in one spot so I can... Oh, okay. Okay, slowly and carefully wins this fucking glitched out, cracked up race. Okay. There we go. Hey, I'm Francis, and today I'm going to talk to you about the word oh man, oh man, 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 oh. And now that I've serenaded everyone with that stupid garbage, out of the way, son! I like how because of the emulator fucking up, you can actually see the, you can see where the textures for the letters end. Sometimes. It looks like someone cut up a magazine that was using this font and pasted them in place. That's because that is literally what it is. Well, not literally, but pretty close. Not this time. Elmo gets hopped up on crack. And that's what I get for dicking around. I get to waste time. Taking this. I wish I had a more varied sense of humor. Like, for me, every joke is just the same joke. Or, not the same joke. One of a set of the same jokes. I wish I had more of that charisma, the ability to come up with this just ridiculous comparisons and original funny content on the spot. I do sound so goddamn much like the same person all the time. Also, that fucking door keeps moving. It keeps making me think roommates are here. I'm like, what the fuck? This is a Friday. Should be home at, 10:05 p.m. Okay, so first things first. Oh my god. I wanted to activate this. Why didn't it do the particle effect? I couldn't tell. I'm not ungrateful for that. I definitely like that something about what I'm doing keeps people watching. Whatever it is. But it was just kind of a thought. Also, tits! Unfortunately, tits. Yeah, I wish you could just put points into charisma. Also, Donkey, where you looking? She's over there. Like, this isn't even a I'm up here issue. This is a I'm like way over here issue. Low attention span on this guy. Something's going on outside. I don't know what it is. I like wear across pyramid boobs. Nothing wrong with that. I'm allowed to be a fan of tits regardless of who they're attached to or what shape they are. Good thing I found a way to fix that. I used to not know how to fix that. I'm glad I just accidentally bumbled across the solution. Start and hold a direction. Oop. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh, that's even better. There's your simple solution. Don't want to go to a thing? Fuck it. Don't do it. Fuck obligation. Fuck family. And friends. Especially friends. Oh, I forgot who needed to come over here. Thank you for overcompensating, camera. Thanks. Yeah, my parents do the same thing. Have to do what my parents say, otherwise I'll piss them off, and that's the end of the world as I know it. Oh yeah, I remember the toga piece sucking away personality thing. Huh. Funny. I mean, I guess it makes sense, just kind of coincidental. They were both appropriate times to mention them, I think. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is gonna be real good. I have to hold a couple of the farthest buttons apart. The face cam is so you can see this. Unfortunately, there was no place I could really put the camera that made a lot of sense, although I have noticed that it's kind of just pointed in the wrong direction a little bit. I should really be more in the center of that. It's just so you can see that I'm using a fight stick, and thereby not cheating. Because it's like, if I'm playing the thing on emulator, and I'm just using keyboard controls, and I say I'm using the fight stick, you'd be able to hear it, because of the obnoxious clicking and stuff, but it's not as fun. It's better to, it's more fun to actually see me suffering with it. You get to see my live salt. Bitch. How about the controller, like, do the thing when I tell it to? That'd be good. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. Get some of that action. He has no style. He has no race. This phone needs to go to hell. I didn't activate the 2-port because I'm an idiot. And I'm good at the video jam. I'm taking these. I like the idea that there's just 2 loose bananas somewhere. There's bananas somewhere, man. Like everything's somewhere. What do you mean, what is it intended for? It's a fight stick. You use it in fighting games. I thought the name was fairly self-explanatory. Oh boy, here we go. This is a good room. This is a good room to do with this. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh, there's just 20 of Donkey Kong's balloons. No, 20 of his bananas in 2 of his balloons. And then later we'll get to go check out Candy's balloons. Once I acquire a Lanky and a Tiny. Okay. Now I never have to do that again. This isn't even a tech thing. That's just it's common sense / a gaming thing. Tech doesn't have anything to do with that. That was you fucking up. Don't put that on me. Blah. Blah. I don't have to hack it to be playable with the Wii controller and nunchucks. I just play it in the emulator with the Wii controller and nunchucks. I'm not gonna do that though. Primarily because that probably wouldn't actually be that bad, because that combination would have an analog stick and a variety of buttons to use, so that actually probably wouldn't be that bad. Well, that's not my problem, that's your problem. Does Diddy get a new ability in this level? Yes, he must, because there's the rocket barrel, so he has to at least get that. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Now, hacking it to be playable on an FM Towns Marty, that's a different story. I can't do that. Or I could with enough effort, and it's so not even worth it. You know, as soon as I remember my buttons. Oops. Okay, yeah, right back in there. That's fine. Okay, so I need to go back through here. I don't know if anyone is ever going to cover the Towns Marty, which is a shame, because that's a hilarious system. Primarily just because of its name. And also, from what I remember, its library wasn't fantastic, but it also wasn't bad. Isn't Cranky supposed to be from... I don't know. There's nothing really that... As far as I know, there's nothing really that says that. I think people just think that. But there's nothing explicitly stated. I don't know if he is. Probably not... I mean, the Donkey Kong Country games probably say something about it. That's probably where they get the idea. Okay, so I got Strong Kong, so I can go do that. I like the Car Marty. Like, what the hell was the marketing division thinking with that name? Someone came up with that name, and it was either marketing came up with it and they were wrong, or it was someone who wasn't marketing, and then marketing didn't do their job and stopped them. Can I help you? Ba, 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 ba. Okay, here we go. Taking this. Oh, don't need to take that. Well, to be fair, back in the day, the concept of a console you could play in the car was pretty dang cool. It was dang good. attempt. Take that. And then this. There was just a barrel that just went flying. What the fuck was that? I don't know if the stream caught that. That was really good. Vid Electrics is not a system, though. I think that's the company. I don't remember what the system name was. Cool. Okay, let's stop dicking around and go do this. Drunkenly. As drunkenly as possible. Stare directly into the sun. If I can't make this game as obnoxious as possible to play, then it's not worth playing. This was the wrong side. Yeah, I don't know what the idea was with the keypads. I guess nobody knew what a controller was back then. Controllers didn't exist yet, so okay. Yeah, or at least the standard idea of a controller didn't exist yet. There was no standard concept of what a controller should be and do. They were still developing a philosophy. I have nothing to say about this. That just speaks for itself. And the best part is, I know that's the emulator doing that. The regular game don't do that. Let's see, that's a chunky area. That's a chunky AS, so I probably don't need to go... there we go. Now this is gonna be top notch. This is gonna be, it's good. Oh yeah, we're off the races. Wow. I've never seen gameplay so precise. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is even better. Somehow that got it. I like the camera wouldn't change, and it's still probably not gonna, is it? This is on a timer. Okay, here we go. Nice. No! Damn, that was right on time. I didn't know that was a leather company. Well, I mean, okay. I think, what was Philips? Philips? Were they always an electronics company? I think they, at some point, they weren't completely an electronics company. They were, like, they started in audio, I think. They made industrial audio equipment. I guess that's close enough. I don't know. Was Philips an oil company? I don't think so. Not that I know. Although, if you had asked me if Coleco was a leather company, I would have said no. I don't think so. But you know, to each their speech. I don't know if that's the same Philips. I don't know anything about him. You're surprised at my ability to DK64 with the fight stick. I've been playing this game a long time. It doesn't show. It doesn't show at all. You know what it is? It's just that I'm streaming. Like, I've noticed that about myself. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now we get to spell Kong, because that's difficult. And kids aren't going to be able to figure that shit out. I've noticed that when I stream, like, my ability to focus on the game just goes right in the shitter. And it's because, like, it doesn't matter... Oh my god. I've already done this twice. And because I keep forgetting what the buttons are because I'm not paying attention. And it's like, that's precisely the issue. It's like, the fact that I'm talking while doing this, just that on its own, the fact that I'm talking constantly generating sentences, is hindering my ability to remember what I'm doing. What is that, tiny balloon? Nice. I knew that was gonna happen. I fucking knew it. Okay, well, time to leave. But I will not use Tiny until I absolutely have to. Okay, so now I have Tiny. There's lots more I can do with Diddy, though. Lots more I can do with Donkey, too, I think. Did I get this banana here with Donkey? Oh, no, that's from the Llama Temple, right. Okay, let's try and go do that then. Okay, so Phillips did not start as an oil company. There you go. However, they started as an electronics company, and now apparently they just do healthcare products. Okay. I've never even seen their brand of healthcare products at the store before. So, wow. I didn't know you were a Pacific Islander. This controls like a dream. This is good. That counted. That fucking counted. Let's do it again. Aw. Come on. Come on. Come on, you bitch. Okay, there's... No, yeah. No, that's good. I have no problem with that. Yeah, no, this is good. Wow. What a bitch. I wonder what the stock is like on Philips now. Probably not great compared to what it was in the past. Oh, okay, that's why I've not seen it. Alright. Industrial health electric. Okay, that makes more sense then. Can I possibly skip this? Do I really need to see this? Brilliant. Alright, you're not going to give me more coconuts, are you? Hello? Now is not a good time to talk to me. I'm about to fall. Yeah. Thanks. This is truly golden. Oh my god. This controls like butter. Controls like real meat. Go to the grocery store. Band-Aid. Wow. Wow. I think there's a... Yeah, if I press R, it hovers. I should be doing that. But the problem is, R is way over there, and also it wasn't R. Is it Z? It might be Z. Yeah, it's Z. But Z also won't let you go forward, which is a problem. Oh, come on, the collision on these is like ass. This is fucked. This is fucked, yep. Yeah, these rings are billboard sprites, yes. And their collision is fantastic. You have to be so dead in the center of these fucking things. I should have picked up those bananas while I was here, but fuck that noise. I'm under way too much stress for that. You slow the fuck down. Okay, cool. Now I just gotta go get it. Yeah, I don't know why on earth they did billboard sprites for these. It's fucking horrible. Like, why would you do that? They behave like any other sprite-based pickup, which is just such a bad idea. Like, they basically behave like bunches of bananas. Like, that's how they behave. It's... like, what, why, and how. Okay, well, I kind of wanted to get that coconut, but I mean, I guess the game's telling me no. Game's telling me no, I don't get to have that. Okay. Fine. See if I care. Here's a hint. I care immensely. There's also something else I could be doing with Diddy, but I'm gonna put Diddy on hold. Modern Sonic games have been good, if by modern you mean Sonic Mania. And even that's probably being disingenuous. My Sonic friend, the designated Sonic friend, has left me with the impression that modern Sonic games are actually halfway decent. It was just the dark days of the Xbox 360, what was the downfall of the Sonic. Yeah, Generations was good. I've heard that Colors is good. I've heard completely conflicting things about Forces, so I don't even have any clue on that one. Also, here's the thing. I have to use the bathroom. So I'm just gonna abandon you guys and go do that. in America. Okay, now I'm going to read back through and see what everyone fucking said about me behind my back. You know, if this would stop doing that. You've never played a 2D Sonic game? Well, that's a shame. Because they tend to be pretty good. Lost World I've heard is bad, and I know it's bad because I played it, and it wasn't really bad, it was just boring. Yeah, the placement of objects in this game makes no sense. Alright, I'm all caught up then. Just in time for me to not remember what I was doing. There's some tiny bananas. As I jerk off the controller here a little bit. There should be a banana over here unless I already got it. I did not realize until much later that I had not in fact acquired the banana. This is do stuff to make stuff happen in the game, and I kinda like it for that. The more mechanical and clunky a game is, without the clunkiness intruding on my ability to play it, the more I tend to enjoy it. And for that reason, I'm going to try a game that I was told about just earlier today, which sounds like fun. I'm going to try that out later. A game called Factoria, which is the stupidest name I've ever heard in my life. I think they should have picked a better name, but looking at the... Oh! Looking at the, like, trailer for it and the reviews for it and stuff, it looks like the sort of game you can just pick up, and, like, there's no story to it or anything, so you can pick it up at random, play it for a random amount of time, and put it right back down without hurting anything. It's not story-driven or anything like that, and it's just a game where you build and automate factories, and that's... It, actually, having read the description, it sounds a lot like, or do I have any upgrades available? No. It sounds like, it sounds like the parts of Minecraft that I like. With industrial craft and, like, build craft added. That's what this game is. It's those parts. And I'm like, fuck yeah, let's sign me up! Sign me the fuck up! Good shit! That's some good shit right there! Right there! Yeah, micro switches on this are loud, but they're supposed to be. It's to give you both physical and auditory confirmation that your input has in fact registered. Now here's something. This is a really cheap, shitty controller. Hold on, let me catch up. Would I try to go back to having people to play with reference to League of Legends? No. Like, really, probably not. The reason is, now they've added so much more stuff. I'd have to start from the ground up, learn everything. No one wants to sit there and wait for me to learn everything. And even if I did, the game is so incredibly complex from a metagame standpoint that I stand no chance. It's a game that's lost to me. It's dead. I even it turned out that some of the people in my final project group are League of Legends players, and they were talking about it a couple weeks ago, and I pointed out to them that, like, I'd like to join and, like, retry the game again, but I can't. And they said, yeah, you pretty much can't. New players are not really... New players are basically screwed. And that's the thing, isn't it? It's like... That's the case with games like that, and with other types of games too, but it's not very common. It's like, as an example, World of Warcraft. That's a game that I adore, but a lot of that game... Oh my god. a lot of that game is now more or less inaccessible. Like, you know, that game's had several expansion packs, and those expansion packs added cool stuff to look at. Apparently I just suck, like Jesus Christ. Or this angle is very precise. Yeah, better angle here. But like, the problem is, if you're a new player now, and you get into World of Warcraft now, all the stuff in all the previous expansion packs, like, you don't really get to play with, partially because the leveling curve is much higher now, so you get to max level faster, so you don't get to do all the quests and see all the areas, because you don't need to. You level out of an area before you're finished, long before you're finished with it, like, long before. There's parts of the world that are just, you just plain can't see them anymore because they've been changed permanently forever. And, dungeons, pretty much forget about. You're not going to be running dungeons with other people, as cool as that would be. But you can't. And there's cool dungeons with cool story and stuff related to them. You can't do it anymore. I missed a lot of that because I picked up the game in Burning Crusades, but I never actually got a max level character until, like, well, Mist of Pandaria, I think. So I missed a ton of stuff, and I can't really go back and explore it. There's some cool shit in that game, story-wise, gameplay-wise, that I just missed, and that sucks. And there's a lot of games that are like that, where it's like the game just keeps getting developed more and more until eventually, basically, new players can't really play it anymore. It's... my god, Tiny, what the fuck? And I haven't forgotten I was saying something about this controller. I'll go back to that in a second. Okay, no one really... Okay, then I will let you type out what the flaw to that mentality is, and I will respond to that. And while you're doing that, I will explain really briefly that the thing I was saying about this controller earlier is that this is a cheap, shitty controller. Well, it's actually not cheap. I think this thing is like $60, but for a fight stick, that's cheap. So this is like bottom of the barrel quality. And something about this joystick that kind of sucks is, I'll actually hold it up to the camera a little bit so you can see. So you've got 6 buttons and the analog stick. Well, it's actually not an analog stick. It's actually digital. So this controller is bad because most fighting sticks actually have 8 buttons, not 6. And a lot of fighting games, like, you don't, like, this is sufficient to play most things, but you'd have an easier time if there were 8. And plus 8 is nicer because you can, like, you have 4 fingers, your thumb stays out of the way, you have 4 fingers, so if you have your hand off kilter like this, all 4 fingers get a button. And all you do is just shift up and down as you need to. With this, I can still do that, but it's not really laid out right for it. Like, I have to move straight up with my hand, even though my hand is at an angle, so I'm inclined to do this. So they're laid out wrong, and there's not enough buttons. But setting that aside, the other thing about this, and part of the reason people get custom controllers, partially so that they can put custom art on it, but also because this thing. So this is actually a D-pad, an 8 directional D-pad really, and that's what these switches that you're hearing are. That is a micro switch, and the reason I can tell this one's really cheap is partially because those switches are really high tension. Like, I have to put a good amount of force into this, and I shouldn't have to. They should be really smooth, and this isn't. And another thing is, so when I take this to an extreme, any of the corners, you can kind of see it. Like, pay attention to, my hand's in the way, so it's really hard to see. Yeah, you can't really see it. So there's something called a gate under this. There's a gate. It's a plastic piece. What it does is it prevents the joystick from going too far in any direction. And the gate on this is shaped like a square. So you have 4 corners, here, 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 and here. This sucks because it makes it so that the distance from center to a cardinal direction is, or one of the compass directions is different from center to a corner direction. And that feels really weird. And also makes it hard for, like, when you're going from one direction to another, there's this awkward, like, L shape you have to make, and that's really weird. So instead, what most people prefer is that you have an octagonal gate where it's 8 corners, just like the GameCube controller. I don't have one around me. Just like the GameCube controller, the GameCube has an octagonal gate on its analog stick. A lot of fight sticks have an octagonal gate underneath their joystick so that it's the same distance to any corner. And so that when you're doing circles, it feels more smooth than a square gate. Some people will even put a circle gate under these. The problem with circle gates is much like the PlayStation controller, which has a circle gate on its analog stick. See? Perfect circle under it. I can move the analog stick. Orient this correctly. I move the analog stick in a perfect circle, which is nice for some things, bad for others. It's nice to be able to know exactly where the corners are. Because this thing has a circle gate, it is really hard to use it to emulate a GameCube controller because I don't know where exactly up and right or up and left is on this, and that causes a lot of problems. Particularly in Metroid Prime and Twilight Princess, where doing glitches with said analog stick relies on you knowing exactly what direction you're pushing, so... way the hell more than anyone ever would have wanted to know about controller design. I don't give a shit. Let's see. Nope, not repeating it. You can catch it in the vlog. I know you're joking, but... So, having read... Okay, so my response to your bit on WoW is that, for the record, WoW doesn't actually require you to catch up to the metagame at all. In fact, you can skip straight to the metagame, and therein lied my complaint. That the content that was in between that used to be the... Oh my god. Jesus Christ. The content that used to be the metagame is now useless. There's no reason for anyone to bother with it. So that's what I have to say on World of Warcraft. I still really adore the game. I still would like to play it. Wish I had the time to play it, but I don't. Thanks for that. Now, as far as what I have to memorize, that's not entirely true, because in order to be able to play in competitive at all, I need to know, like, basically everything. And the reason for that is because of the second thing that you pointed out, which is I do have to worry about the community, because the community has in their hands my ability to play the game. If I get enough negative feedback on things for not knowing what I'm doing, that negatively impacts on me and my account, and I can't have that. That's bad. So, I can just never play competitive. If I can never, ever play competitive, then A, I can't play with my friends most of the time, and B, I never get better at the game. So, can't... And there's no way I'm going to devote the kind of time necessary to learn all the champions and all their moves, and what even just the abstract mechanics of, the map and, jungling and that shit, no. I should not have to study the mechanics of a game with the same diligence as I would a college course, or even more, for that matter, in order to play said game. I understand why people have fun with it. It looks like a super fun game. Wish I could play it. Just can't. I have tried so many times. Because I already have four friends who play it, or used to play it all the time. And they tried to get me into it, and didn't happen. Couldn't do it. Tried very hard. Tried for months and months and months, and I'm not exaggerating. Didn't happen. The negativity I'm worried about is the fact that any asshole who, like, reports me for throwing a game can report me for throwing a game. The in-game chat hostility doesn't help. Oh, shit. Well, this is fuckerud. I need that. Also, I didn't really check for balloons in Donkey Kong's thing, so I'm probably gonna have to go back through that. There's a coin that I don't care about. Also, I'm about to die. And I'm dead. Damn it, he should have missed. What a bitch. Oh, that only does a quarter melon. Oh, I thought that killed you. Okay. Well then, in that case, I'm gonna take my time. In fact, there, just negated what he did to me for free. However, yeah, joining a random game that a friend's in TF2, that I will do, because in TF2, no one gives a shit. And if someone is giving a shit, they're made fun of for giving a shit. So, I'm okay. I'm okay with that atmosphere. And like, so the thing is, I want to make it clear, Zengar, I very much appreciate you asking, because it kind of it implies that like you want to help me get back into the game. Like that was the implication I was getting from that, and that's a generous offer, and I appreciate that. I don't like to let that go to waste. I just don't ever see myself playing League or Dota or anything. I'm completely dissuaded from my prior experience with it, or rather experiences, plural, because I picked up the game and put it down many times, both League and Dota, and the last time I played either one and uninstalled them, I decided it's just not what I get out of games. Oh, hold on. This is what we need. Right on the nose. Oh, well, I actually didn't know that Riot just ignores reports like that. Well, I feel like that can't be completely true, right? Because, like, that can't be completely true. Because, like, if you have an account that's getting reported all the time for being, like, for throwing games, such as mine used to, even though I wasn't throwing, I was trying as hard as I fucking could, like, I feel like at that point they'd do something. Now, nothing ever did happen to mine, but that's because I wouldn't play often enough to allow it to happen. I would, like if I started getting a lot of, like, bad feedback, I'd set it aside. Not, like, the whole game, but, like, I'd stop playing with friends, not just kind of play on my own. That also didn't work out very well. Plus, you know what else sucks? It's like, I hate my, you know, I had 4 friends that I played with, so it was always, we had a full team of people who knew each other on our side. And I always hated, whenever that happened, I always hated being the guy, like, whenever we lost, it's like, that game is requires such fine-tuning and balance amongst a team, it's ridiculous. Like, whenever we lost, almost every time we lost, it was like, I knew it was because of me. I knew it was because if I was better, if there was someone better who replaced me, it wouldn't have happened. That is a very crushing feeling. That sucks. I like games that just don't take it seriously, where I by default cannot get that feeling, because no one gives a shit. I'm not putting anyone down. I don't know why I even pulled out today. Like, I'm just kind of getting distracted, which is fine. I'd rather be talking to chat than paying attention to the game, frankly, but... Okay, so I pressed that. That did I don't remember what. I can go get Lanky, that seems relevant. Oh, that's what that switch did. It made it so I can do this. This game is just a random, disjointed fucking mess of shit. Well, I mean, you have more experience with the game, so if you say that that's the case, then I'll trust you, but to be honest, I don't see an argument you could make that would convince me. That's an asshole balloon right there, by the way. That and the other one for Tiny. I don't see an argument you could make that would convince me to try to get back into the games. Well, I mean, maybe. Okay, well, you know what? Here, let me not say that. I'm always open-minded. I'm willing to go back to the game and try it with people. However, there's another complication, and that complication is that I so do not have time. There is no way I could be playing League of Legends regularly so as to learn it, and I'd also probably need to make another... Well, I could probably get into my old account. I'd probably want to make another one anyway, just so I start from level 1 and get some time to learn it again. There's no way I have the time to do that. Now, I know that's kind of hypocritical, seeing as I'm saying that, and at the same time, I'm sitting here playing Donkey Kong 64 with a fight stick, but the reality of the situation is I only get to do this once every few weeks. That's not often enough, I feel, to devote to League of Legends or to WoW. That's the reason I don't play WoW either. I actually... Here. This. I've had this since... was it this past Christmas or the Christmas before? I'm pretty sure I've had this since the Christmas before. I've had this for over... Yeah, I'm certain I have. I've had this for well over a year. This is a $20 Blizzard card that I could use to activate my WoW account for 2 months, I think. Pretty sure it's 2 months. Yeah, it wouldn't be 1 month. It's got to be 2 months. And I could use it. I bought it for that. I could use it for that, but I haven't. The reason I haven't is because every time I think to, I go, there's no way I'm going to have enough time to actually devote to this game and enjoy it. Because World of Warcraft, you had to sit down for long periods of time regularly and work at it, so I don't forget what I was doing, and I know what all my equipment is and stuff, and I know how my character plays and what all the abilities are. You gotta have a good block of time. When I was in high school, I had all the time in the world. Not so much anymore. Can't do it. Which is just, that makes me so sad, but that's the way my life is now. Okay, hold on. Okay, so you responded to what I said. Seriously, what am I fucking doing in this game? Like, I feel like there's something else I need to do with Donkey Kong in here. Maybe not. And Lanky needs to get his gun before I bother with bananas for him, so I'll just be done in here for now. Oh, they did away with the leveling system, huh? Well, that's both good and bad to know. I kind of liked I didn't like that stuff was randomly locked. I did, however, like the leveling system for making it so that, like, I have an opportunity to learn the game before just getting thrown into competitive violently. So, you responded to the time thing, and you said that there's a mode that lets you do it in short bursts. I still have to learn the game, though, I would think. And that, on its own, takes a great deal of time and dedication. Which I just don't have right now. I can't sit down and learn a game that takes more than an evening or two. Oh, here's some bananas. That's good. Oh, I haven't been over here. That's right. I should definitely come over here and do this. Let's see. There's the beetle. Oh, God, there's the beetle race. Oh, there's the beetle race. Oh no, there's the beetle race. Do I have a blueprint yet? Yes, no, and then of course no. Okay. Actually, wait, hold on. No. Okay, so I'm missing one banana, one golden banana, and 30 regular bananas somewhere. Okay, well, I need to go check the Temple of Many Faces again over here, because I didn't check Donkey's door very thoroughly for balloons, because I wasn't paying attention. Okay, there's a golden banana right here. I can also do this. Might as well do this since I'm right here anyway. This has also got some of Diddy's bananas, so it's good that I'm here. I was about to say, my mouse has been in the middle of the chat this whole time. No one told me that it actually doesn't show up on the stream. Oh, okay, so they just changed... Alright. Well then, I like that. That's good. I feel like I probably missed the balloon in the thing.
Welcome to bonus day.
Oh boy. One of my favorites. Actually, no, I hate this one. Shit. Because not only do you have to navigate a maze, but you have to do it with these motherfuckers in the way. No. Where are you going? And nope. Nope. Yes. Yeah, first try. Okay, so that's good to know that they changed the level system to be both that thing that I described and just literally how much experience you have with the game. That's pretty cool. So then that probably means my account is so old and has been so inactive that they probably reset it. So I can so that's good. That does motivate me a little more. That is good to know. Oh. Yeah, well, this was a primitive 3D system. Couldn't do a whole lot of lighting, so I don't really blame them for doing it that way. Okay. So now I can go grab Diddy after I take care of this. And then I can use the 5 banana port. That's what the 5 banana pad did in the other world. It has a balloon up there for a Kong I didn't have yet. That's what it is. I knew that thing had a purpose. They have real dynamic lighting? Are you sure? Are you sure it isn't nothing? Like, this game has lighting, but I wouldn't call it real dynamic lighting. This game has, like, super primitive lighting techniques. Most of the shadows are baked, and the ones that aren't are just little ovals. Like the ones that are right here. These ones here that are flashing are just constant. They're not, like, actively being rendered. Like... Okay, yeah, hold on. I need to be looking for balloons. Hello. Well, that's not balloons. I'm not Josh. I don't mean Helda. Banjo-Tooie, I think, does have dynamic lighting. I think it does. Banjo-Tooie came out after this. I'm pretty sure Banjo-Kazooie also does not. I'm pretty sure they used the same engine for all 3 games, but, like, they improved on it over time, I think? I don't remember. There's no balloon in here. So I've missed a balloon, and a balloon exists somewhere. That or 10 bananas in 2 5 bunches are just sitting somewhere like a bunch of assholes. This is what always happens. I always get like up to 80 or 90 bananas, and then I can never find the rest. So let's focus on Diddy for a while. Oh god, Diddy. Diddy, you've gotta do the thing with the temple, the over here. I'm pretty sure this game does not have dynamic lighting, is the point I'm getting at. Pretty sure all the lighting in this one is like is bad. Nah, they're all rather static techniques to just give it the illusion of having lighting, but it doesn't actually. Oops. You're allowed to talk. You're allowed to talk about League of Legends as much as you want. Don't let anyone in chat tell you otherwise. Or don't let yourself tell yourself otherwise. Oh, man. Well, the problem with matching people based on your rank is, I mean, honestly, it's the same problem as the problem that I encountered last time I played. It was, just because I got to level 20 doesn't mean I'm ready to fight other, like, level 20 people. It doesn't mean that at all. Like, when I was levels 1 through 19, I was fighting people on my skill level. As soon as I hit level 20, no. Now, even if they fixed that, even if they made it so that, like, there's more to it than that, and it works more dynamically than just at 20, you're just fucked. It's still the case that... I'm trying. Fuck this game. This game trying to tell me what to do? I don't think so. It's still the case that, I may get to a level, or get high up in levels before being able to, like... The thing is, if I could stay at a particular level, that would be great. But then even that has problems, because then you have people who are way too skilled staying at levels and, like, wrecking everyone else and making the game not fun for everyone else, and that kind of sucks too. It's kind of a... There's not really a good solution to this problem type deal. Wow. League of Legends is a very, very dividing game. I would say, if you're into the style of game and you think it might be fun, give it a try. And there was no point to me coming over here. Is there a balloon in the sky? No. Someone has a balloon over here. Okay, so how's Diddy doing on stuff? No blueprint. But that's the only thing left. Plus 10 bananas. I don't know who Donkey is. Where is Diddy's Crusher in this level? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I know where Diddy's last 10 bananas are. Okay, so at least I got that figured out. Where is his Crusher? Question for the ages. Okay, Diddy's done. Donkey's missing stuff. Again, like, I don't know why and how, but he is. Missing like 10 bananas. You were unaware you could use every barrel. I don't know what that means. The player base is extremely toxic. As Zengar pointed out, apparently you don't really have to care, but they are quite toxic. It is the internet in general. But the problem with League of Legends is that its player base is so massive that it's toxic. You can't really get around that. Like, even if it is just the internet in general, you still have other games that don't have toxic communities because their communities are smaller and hence have a lower percentage of toxicity to good player ratio. You know what I'm saying? It is the case in any media that the general public ruins stuff. Nah, I was gonna start on Lanky, but I don't. Where is Diddy's Red Crush? I don't know. I'll have to keep an eye out for it. Oh, it's not #1 on Twitch anymore? What is? How's Donkey Kong doing? Missing 10 bananas, and that's it. Okay, so yeah, I may as well just ditch Donkey Kong too. Yeah, we'll go with Lanky. For now, because it's like... I'll probably see the bananas around somewhere. Oh, emulator. Oh, you mean because of the transparency issue? Yeah. Yeah, the emulator does not handle transparency in this game. It just doesn't. There's none. Bitch. Well, from what I understand, lots of people watch League, so... Motherfucker! You cheeky cunt! Let me put Lanky away, even though I just took him out. Pourquoi? No. Stay away from me! So it got replaced with Fortnite or Pugsby or some pirate game. Some pirate game sounds interesting. What is some pirate game? Where you think you're going? I got your coconuts right here. Oh, and we're gone. And we're dying. Because misspelling is cool. Pirate game is Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thief. What's that about? $10 worth of game for $60 with microtransactions. Ooh, that's a winner. I was interested until that part. Now I'm immediately disinterested. How much do I have to pay not to play that game? Free! I don't know why game companies still keep trying to use the microtransactions model. Like, no one likes them. No one thinks they're a good idea. They keep using them. I mean, I know the reason. I know it's because people spend money on them. They make a lot of money. That's the only motivation they need. Because, like, when it comes to business, the #1 measure of if something's successful is how much money you made off it. That's what it is. That's why people, like, that's why Nintendo considers the GameCube a failure, even though it was, like, a massive success. It's just because it didn't make as much money as they wanted. Fucking garbage rule. Oh, where'd it go? Where you going? You going in circles? Hey, I was talking to you. Hey, hey. Oh, get sniped, son. Capitalism. I like some elements of capitalism. Don't very much care for the business world. And that's not even really a capitalism problem. That's just a business academics problem. Hello. Just pardon me. Yes. Oh, here's a bunch of nothing. this banana. Oh boy. The game where if you can establish a pattern, it's easy, but if you can't, it's impossible. And I guess we just don't get any music then. Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm used to hearing the music, so change of pace. This is the pattern. See? See what I mean? The first one took me forever and the rest were easy. That's the pattern. They always spawn at your handle and do a semicircle. Get out. So apparently, the enemy represented by the yellow crosshair here is named Crosshair. It's a brilliant name. In fact, I'm gonna stop and pick up some ammo here. But I would like to know what he is, or where he is, or why he only kicks you out of places after you beat them, for the most part. I'd be interested to know that. Ethereal entity, what is equipped with some kind of sniping weapon. I don't like Angry Aztec. It's difficult to navigate, shit's hidden well, and it's tedious, and I don't like it. Get the fuck out of here, there ain't no dragons. They might be. I don't know. I didn't play Donkey Kong Country 3 or 2 or almost even 1. I played 1 on the Game Boy Color, and from what I remember, it's almost identical to how it is on the Super Nintendo. But see, the thing is, that can't be right because it's Donkey Kong Country. On like the Super Nintendo had way better graphics and stuff than the Game Boy Color. So how can Donkey Kong Country, one of the iconic games of the SNES, play identically on the Game Boy Color? That doesn't make any sense. There's no way. I'm remembering that shit wrong. I wonder if I still have my copy of Donkey Kong Country on the Game Boy Color. Or rather, both copies, because I had 2 copies of it for some reason. I think someone, like, got it for me, and then someone else got it for me, and they didn't realize that the other person had got it for me. Fuck the hell off. I'm trying to doot! You know what? You can't doot if you don't have a doot machine. Well, see, the things you're telling me are conflicting with things that I've directly experienced. And the only thing I can think of to explain why that is that the game has heavily changed over the years. Because it was a great many years ago when I did this thing, and that's the only explanation I have, which is a valid explanation, which suggests I really should try it again. But I go back to, I don't have any motivation to do it. I don't want to spend what I perceive to be a great amount of time to get into it. I don't have enough coins for this. And at least not right now. Not right now. Plus Dark Souls is going to be coming out soon. I'm going to be focused on that. Really, the reason is I just don't feel like it right now. That game left me emotionally traumatized the last time I played it. I'm not interested in playing it again right now. Maybe at some point later, just not now. Am I gonna need an instrument in here? I think so. I need a coin. Where do I get a coin? So, in light of all the things that you've said, I now have significantly more reason to try it. So, I will definitely, like, weigh that more heavily. But, at the moment, I'm just not motivated to do it. Ow. Much like, I've been recommended other games to play and just currently don't have the motivation to do it. I don't have the motivation to do much nowadays at all. That's primarily because I'm extremely depressed about other things going on in my life, and there's coins. I want coins. Oh my fucking god. Who designed this platform, and why were they an asshole? Also, does Lanky have anything? Probably. Yes. I have just enough coins for this. And I feel bad. I feel like a piece of shit for having you go through all this trouble to explain all these valid points to me, and have me at the end to just shrug it off and say, I don't feel like it. That's a piece of shit thing to do, but it's honest. Like, I just do not have the motivation or interest to play that game right now. Given what you've said, I will definitely place more weight on it and consider it more heavily in the future. But as of right now, you know, maybe in the summer, because in the summer I only have 2 classes, and they're not bad classes. Well, one of them might be bad. I'm taking operating systems and differential equations. Operating systems is probably going to be a lot of fun. Differential equations is probably going to suck donkey dick. Relevant. What was the thing I was trying to do that I was stopped from doing? I wanted to go into the Llama Temple. That's what it was. Okay, well that's fine. That's fine then. I most certainly don't mind you trying to convince me and to correct some of the outdated information that I have. That's perfectly fine. When am I planning on graduating? That's a complex question. Boy, is that a complex question. Something to keep in mind, no matter what your mind tells you or how impossible it seems, there is no sex in the champagne room. None. Oh, there's champagne in the champagne room, but you don't want champagne. You want sex, and there's no sex in the champagne room. I appreciate that. It's not... See, the thing is, I shouldn't even be saying that I'm, like, extremely depressed. That's disingenuous. What it is just, like, I am depressed, but it's not like chronic depression or anything. It's just that I hate my life right now, and that's the key word, right now. I hate my life right now. It's going to get better, assuming I don't fucking die in the meantime. It's going to get better. What the hell? I didn't buy the instrument because I didn't have enough money! I can't focus on shit, and I'm a complete idiot, and I can't ever, like, fuck. I'll take your word for it, the differential equations isn't that bad, but I was there for a couple classes the last time I took it. I wound up withdrawing just because I couldn't make it to the class anymore. Like, legitimately, I actually couldn't, but it didn't seem like a lot of fun, but I'll take your word for it. I will keep that in mind, Zengar, because I made the same point earlier. I will give it a fair shot. I will... Before, I was convinced that I would never ever bother with it again. You have changed that to, I should take another look at it at some point. Yeah, you know, my life will get better, assuming I live to the point where it does get better. You know, I'm not in bad health explicitly, my health isn't great, but I'm not in bad health or anything such that, yet again, I'm getting distracted and not doing what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. I need to go get that fucking instrument, like, right now. I'm focused on getting the instrument. I'm going to get the instrument. I'm gonna go get the instrument. Okay. Now, fighting games, I'm certain I'll never play. That's something you can't change my mind on, because I've tried so many times for years, and I always have the same problem with them, is that They're too complicated. I don't find them fun at all. The only fighting game I will play is Smash Brothers, and even that I'm not very good at and get discouraged easily. But that is still at least far gone from what other fighting games usually are, which I, like, can't stand. So you might ask, well, earlier you said you wanted to get a fight stick. Why do you want to get an expensive fancy fight stick if you don't play fighting games? Well, because fight stick controllers are cool. And they can be used for things other than fighting games. That's it. That's, you know, hence case in point. And I find it cool to build custom things, and I plan on customizing it pretty heavily, like with lighting and stuff. It's just a cool project for me. Let's see. Okay, that was glitchy. Oh yeah, you can use them for arcade games, but arcade games don't really take full use of them, really. Because, like, it's just, you're using one or two buttons and the joystick. It's like, But I do enjoy me some classic arcade games. I will pull up MAME every now and then and play some stuff, and they're good for that. So, I was saying something. Oh yeah, I wanted to answer, someone had a question about when I plan to graduate. That's a loaded question. Basically, it's complicated because where I am right now is I should have, like, the fall semester, I'm taking 2 classes in the summer, and the fall semester was supposed to be my my last semester for my software engineering degree. Unfortunately, it is not. The reason it isn't is because I discovered that there's one class left that I need to take that is not offered in either the summer nor the fall. It is only offered in the spring, so I have to artificially put off my graduation, which puts off a whole bunch of other things. But that's the state that I'm at right now. So I'm almost finished with my software engineering bachelor's degree. When I finish that, I'm picking up my electrical engineering bachelor's and transitioning directly into my software engineering master's, which will take a year or so. Should only take a year. And then I transition. I forgot the buttons. It was good. Out of my way, son. I transitioned into my electrical engineering master's, and then from there, I'm not sure. So, for the things that I just listed, 3 years or more, but probably about 3 or 4 years-ish. I may do a PhD. I'm not sure if I want to yet, and I'm not sure if I actually want to get a master's in electrical engineering. I know I want to get a bachelor's, like, that's for certain, but... And the thing is, the master's, it's 1 extra year of work. It's like 6 classes. Like, there's not really a reason not to, but... You stay far away from me. I would never... The thing is, I joke about it sometimes. Like, I never judge a game unfairly. I always go into things with an open mind. Like, if you hear me judging a game unfairly, I'm probably just joking. That, or I have some, like, very, very poorly, like, misconceived notion from somewhere. It's one of the two. I never just immediately dismiss a game. Or at least I try not to. I'm probably being hypocritical in saying that. Wow, I haven't done shit with Mikey. Probably because I keep trying to go places. I can't fucking do anything because he didn't have an instrument. So now I can go to the Llama Temple and do that. Take the warp player. I remembered where Diddy's Red Crusher is, and I think I know where his... oh, never mind. I was going to say, I think I remember where his last bananas are, but actually, he has all his bananas, so I wonder what's up there. Yeah, I've managed to so far somehow dodge the like not being able to take classes when I need them. Oh, fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you with a rusty pole! I've somehow so far managed to avoid not being able to take classes when I need them until this. This is the very first instance of it that I've had. Bitch. Fucking do that shit again. Give me that. Okay, now Diddy's done. Well, if something barely qualifies as a game, then immediate dismissal for it is, you know, a different story. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the boobs game on Switch actually is. I've heard about it, but I don't know what it actually is, so I wouldn't dismiss it. Because I don't know what it is. I never know, I might like it. I like boobs, so... has something going for it. That's a chunky thing. Do I have anger build up? No. I'm a very mellow person, even if I don't seem like it. Like, in person, I seem like it. Well, actually, that may not even be true. I get very invested in things, and I'm very passionate, but I'm also a very chill person. It's very difficult to actually make me angry. I just want to grab these while they're here. And you know what I'm gonna do? Because I'm likely to forget. And immediately get her instrument. I'll forget otherwise. Okay, see you later, Snipey. But I guess I agree. I feel like in that case, Zengar, it's like, if you want to know what my opinion on a game really is, then ask me explicitly and I'll answer it. Like, if I'm joking about a thing, that doesn't necessarily discourage conversation. It should be obvious that I'm joking. If it's not, I can't really help that, because I try to make it as obvious as possible. You know, I'm already doing everything I can. The alternative is just to never make jokes, and that's not happening. It's part of my personality. Can't do it. Shit stuck. Can't make it, can't make it. What am I doing with Donkey Kong? Donkey Kong's done. I meant to grab Lanky. Boy! Yeah, boy! Have I ever played Elmo's 1-2-3s? Now, see, I will immediately dismiss Elmo's 1-2-3s, but not... I won't immediately dismiss it without reason. I will immediately dismiss it because I know it's a kid's game, and it's not targeted toward me, and therefore I don't think I'd enjoy it. I have a reason. It's not just, I'm not going to try this game because... And even then, I won't say that I don't like the game. I would just say I haven't tried it because I don't think I'd be interested in it, which is different. If someone told me, actually, it's really good, you should sit down and play it, and have me sit down and play it, I would be open to the possibility of liking it. In fact, actually, one of my longtime friends, I went to his house not long ago, and he was playing this, like, Windows 98, like, piece of shit game, educational game from, you know, the 90s, and I was watching him play it, and I was actually like, you know what, this is actually a pretty well-assembled, like, fun game, even for an adult to dick around with. Like, there was just some charm to it. Like, you know, it came from that era of PC games, and there was just something about it. It was just interesting to watch. Oh, well then that's a problem with the other people. I guess I can see that, but I don't, I'll always answer a question fully and honestly. So, like, I guess maybe that's just me. I kind of expect people to do that. Unless I ask a question and they answer and I can tell it's a joke, then I'll ask again and say no, but I'm actually being serious. And then I usually get an answer, so I don't. Here's one of my favorite mini games. I like this one. And I'm not even being sarcastic. I actually do like this one. Am I going for 101%? It sure looks like I am, doesn't it? Maybe. Let's not immediately die, shall we? Two coins are worth it. Beaver Bother? No. You know what the funny thing about Beaver Bother is? It's like, you can learn the mechanics of that game and actually get it to work. And I actually did once upon a time where, like, I actually got it to be really easy and I could consistently beat it. And I no longer remember what those mechanics are. Alright, so what do we got? Nope. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay, that didn't hit anything. Color and sound matching game. You dislike the minecart minigame more than Beaver Bother? See, I like the minecart minigame marginally more. I hate it, but I like it marginally more because it's deterministic. If you give the same inputs every time, it'll always behave the same way. So there's no randomness to it at all. You can brute force your way through. Not so with Beaver Bother. You motherfuckers better not knock me off this switch, I swear to God. Nice. I'm just gonna guess that it's not the one immediately next to it. I was wrong. It was the one immediately next to it. I wish one of these was just dong. I mean, the dong sound effect is from this game, so it wouldn't be out of the question. Here's the question. Nope, the wall's not randomized. That's okay, I don't mind that. It makes speedrunning easier. Plus, it's babby matching game for babbies. Like, whatever. It doesn't need to be randomized, it's fine. Okay, so I'll have to come back in here again as Tiny, but at a later date, because I don't have any of her shit. Wait, hold on. There's something else I can do in here. There's something else right here I can do. Yes! I was like, hit the button! I feel like I was talking about something and I don't remember what it was anymore. What is an anti-community? I don't know if that's a term. If it is one, I don't know what it means. Oops. Oh, hello, tiny balloon. I'm gonna have to remember that's up there. Oh, also there's a lanky balloon in here. I gotta remember to get that. And just no music. And here we have a trivially easy game. It's going to be loud in here for a bit while I do it, but this game is... no version of this game is actually hard. I love how basically this game wasn't really tested. Like, some of the mini-games are impossibly difficult, some of them are trivially easy. Like, this is just repeat the figure-8 pattern over and over again. Until the timer runs out. Fun design here, guys. All without any music. A group of people who trash something based on the community Well, the thing is, the way you make it sounds like it depends. Like, a person being part of an anti-community based on that definition depends on them not being part of the community that they're making fun of. So, like, my friend Matt, who is, like, Undertale is one of his favorite games of all time, does hate the Undertale community because they're excessive. Even though he loves the game and doesn't judge the game for it. You know what I fucking forgot to do? You know what I said I needed to do it, and I fucking forgot. So let's go back in. 50th time is the charm. How many times have I entered this temple? 50? 51? 3.5? So if you're just talking about people who, without ever having played a game, just assume it's bad based on the community, I don't agree with that under any circumstances. Like, there's never a time when that's the correct judgment to make, but I shouldn't have to tell anyone that that's not the right judgment to make. I shouldn't have to tell people, don't judge something based on, like, the people around it. You know, judge things based on their own merits. I shouldn't have to tell people that, but people aren't very smart. That, or they're super judgmental and don't care to fix it. Because, I mean, that's the basic, like, judge things based on the strength of their character. That's literally what Martin Luther King said to fight against inequality amongst the races in the United States. That's exactly what he said. Judge something based on the character, judge something based on its character, not on its skin color. So, like, if people still haven't learned that lesson, can I take what they say seriously? Probably not. Well done, bitch. Just really quietly afterwards. It's like, well done! Hello. You had all the opportunities to hit me. What a colossal failure you were. You had every opportunity to hit me. I wasn't even paying attention. And you fucked it up. Let's see, I did the temple over there. I did the llama temple, I did the temple... Okay, I'm missing the blue Krusha, and I'm missing 25 bananas. The purple Krusha's in here. It did say I have... Yeah, 4, so I don't have any golden bananas left, I got them all. Well, what I'm saying is, I know people haven't learned that lesson. I'm just saying that, like, if you haven't, then I can't... Well, here's a bunch of bananas. I can't take what you're saying seriously. That's what I'm saying. Oh, I remember where Lanky's blue Krusha is. I need Tiny for that. Okay, so there was 10. I think there's 10 where his blue Krusha is. We'll operate with that for now. Get your bitch ass a gun. Slip my hoe a 44. I don't have enough coins for that. Okay, maybe I won't slip my hoe a 44. Maybe instead she'll get a 22. Oh my god. Can we please? It's not that hard. Where have I seen tiny coins? In lots of places, and I didn't fucking get them. Oh, here's some. In a place where they have no sense to be. Like, Tiny has no reason to ever come over here, so it's good that they're there. Poverty simulator. No, I don't think so. This game throws everything at you extremely liberally. Not as liberally as Banjo-Tooie, but pretty close. In this game, you have to work a little bit to get stuff. Not that much, though. Okay, so I have the bow, I have the instrument. I don't have the cranky upgrade. I need to go get that. think I'm going to try to polish off the level with Tiny, finish up whatever I need to with Lanky, if anything, if I can, and then I'll probably be done. We'll close it off on Angry Aztec. The next time I'll get Chunky and Frantic Factory, promptly leave, go back and finish these 2 levels. Tiny door for tiny people. Oh wait, hold on, that's a bad idea. I need the tiny barrel for that, so I'd better go get that. Come the fuck on. No, oh my god. Let's go. I'm also getting hungry. Probably because all I had for dinner was 4 fucking pieces of garlic bread. That might have something to do with it. I could cook pork chops. I have those in the fridge. But I don't think I'm going to. It's also too late to go and get pizza, so that's not happening. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to stay up a little bit tonight and finish up some homework that I just kind of neglected to do. And instead decided to stream Donkey Kong 64 with the fight stick. I don't know why. I just kind of thought of it and felt like it. Hello. Was there a balloon in here? I thought I saw a balloon. Oops. I mean, sure, that happens. What you said, Zengar. Like, people will ignore a game just because of its community. I have not done that because I separate a game and its community. Like, a game has nothing to do with its community, unless a game is designed around its community, which is not the case for very many games at all. And the few that it is based on, like, you can usually get around it. The only time when it becomes a problem is situations like League, but as you pointed out, oh my god, this fucking bridge. As you pointed out, I guess Riot put a cap on that, so not even that much of an issue anymore. But, like, it's possible for the community around a game to ruin the game, but it's not a very common situation at all. I've never had it happen to me. I can't imagine it would happen to most people. And that's just fucking silly. Like, you know what? That person you're mentioning, just some bean, the person who wouldn't even let people talk about Undertale, that's ridiculous. I don't like My Little Pony, although not because of its community. I don't like it because, having watched a handful of episodes of it, I just found it bland. And, like, for a kid's show, I thought it was well produced, but nothing special. And I don't like the community around it because they glorify it into something that I think it isn't. But, like, even given that... Oh, fuck. I have to do the Angry Beetle race. Oh, fuck. Shit. Anyway, do I have all of Diddy's golden bananas? Yes, okay. Anyway, like, even in that situation, I wouldn't tell people, you can't like / you can't talk about My Little Pony around me. Like, I'm not such a self-absorbed douchebag so as to tell people they can't enjoy things. Like, what? Like, I mean, I get sick of hearing about things all the time. I don't like hearing about Five Nights at Freddy's all so goddamn all the time, but I don't tell people they can't talk about it. I would prefer they didn't, but I don't tell them they can't. I don't even tell them that I'd prefer they didn't. I don't even go that far. I will just stay quiet and find something else to do, because that's what a reasonable person would do. And that's the thing. That's exactly the point I was making earlier. It's like, if you encounter such a person, there's more than likely nothing of substance they have in terms of criticism to offer you, so you may as well ignore it. That is what I do. There's the blue Crucia. I have to kill him just so he won't fuck with me. I have bananas for myself in here. Looks like no lanky bananas, so that does me the suck. This is gonna be real good. And we're off to a top, like, wow. We're off, oh my god. Okay, that one was my bad. I will accept blame on that one. Here we go. There we go, you just gotta find that consistent rhythm. That's 1/3. I really don't want to do the beetle race. Whenever I play this game, it's always tradition that the beetle race, in each of the levels where a beetle race shows up, it's always the last thing I do. Normally, in every level, I 100% each Kong in order as much as possible. Like, sometimes you require one Kong to do something for another. And, like, when I reach that point with a Kong, I'll stop and switch to another one. But otherwise, I try to keep it in order as much as possible. The beetle races are the single solitary exception to that. I will wait until the rest of the level is done to deal with that hot garbage. And I'm going to do that here. In fact, I'm probably just not even going to do the beetle race tonight, because you know what? I'm playing games to take my mind off of things and have fun. I'm not going to fucking subject myself to some shit I don't like. It's ridiculous. Did I activate the warp pad in here? That's pretty important. I need to do that. Where is it? There it is. I did not. Okay, it's good that I did now. Tiny has a balloon in the main room. I managed to remember that. The buttons on this thing fucking stick because they're old and probably dusty and dirty. In fact, I know they're dusty and dirty because I had to wipe the controller off before I would be willing to put my hands on it. Shit! Come on. There we go. Empty my whole clip just to do that. Okay, I believe this area is done with Tiny. Let me go ahead and switch to Lanky and take care of that real fast, since it's the last thing I have to do in this whole temple. Tiny has stuff I haven't done in the temple in the other area. Yeah, well, like I said, this is a shitty stick, and not only is it a shitty stick, but it's really old. I borrowed this stick when I was in high school, so this stick is like 8 years old at least, and it's a bottom of the barrel quality one, so of course. Okay, so I believe the banana port that I need is 2. Goodbye. Oh, wrong button. Bitch. No. If you've played it so many times that you don't find the beetle race hard, then that's good. Because the beetle race sucks, and if you're so practiced at it that it's not a big deal anymore, then that's just one less thing in this game that could possibly ruin your day. Like it's going to ruin mine. And see, the best part is that not only do I have to do the beetle race, I have to do it with this fucking thing. jump in the air and make Lanky be somewhere else. Oops. Oh. Huh. I didn't realize that hitting B in the tag barrel also worked. Okay, now I can do this. And then there's also the temple in the other area I need to go and do. It's so small, it's so small, it's not good. It doesn't even work. This is my Xbox One. This is my Xbox 2. This is my shitbox 3. Yeah, that's what I wanted. There's like, what, 3 or 4 bunches around the building that I have to go around and collect? Yeah, 4. Good. This is necessary. Should be a set over here. How did you not know that I'm the pissed off angry gamer? I'm the pissed off angry gamer. Good. The irate gamer sucks. People always give him hate, and the thing is, he's like just AVGN, but for a younger audience. But like, I always felt like that ruined it a little bit. That kind of ruined the whole point, and it also it was like, you're like, not only did you remove the part of James Rolfe's humor that was the part that everyone liked, and therefore made it good, but also you didn't have any good jokes to replace them with. So he just seems like a poser. What he did was not only humiliating. Oh, there's nothing to see in here. Wait, unless there's a balloon? Nope, nothing to see in here. There was no point in time when I liked the irate gamer, but there was also no point in time when the irate gamer was producing content and I was a bad. Those two things did not coexist. I don't have a gun. I think that's going to be a problem. Because I presume there's a balloon somewhere in here. Oh, I do have a gun, it just, you can't pull it out when you're small, okay. Mom, get the camera! I'll go back and get the fairies. I'm not gonna get the camera! Until I have completed this level as much as I care to, and thusly returned to the mainland. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Excuse you. Do you know how humiliating it is to have a son? Get out. Really, I didn't know anything about what he did recently. So he saw that Ashens was doing something and decided to do it too. So he still has no original ideas then. Well, whatever. If people enjoy him, I don't give a shit. Okay, so I don't know why. Oh my god, Tiny! What the fuck? How am I doing? I'm missing 30 bananas, that's a problem. And a number of... Okay, yeah, because I haven't done the other temple yet. Hello, can you please leave the premises? That would be a good equivalent for Crosshair. Hello, Polaris. It's a good thing that you made progress, because I didn't. The thing I came to do is directly behind me. To me, heaven has to be like a cross between a die-cut video and chicken and Winnie-ish. You see, it's like I can have a leg in one hand and a Ronald McDonald in the other. What's a trend for 5 years? I do not understand the context. Bobby. I'm taking this banana. There's nothing this game can do to stop me. See? Told you. Game can't stop me. I'm fucking taking that shit. What's it gonna do about it? Tell me I can't? With what? This game doesn't have a mouth. This is me not being funny. That's very strange, Bobby. Dang it, Bobby. So would people like to know the history behind Hank Hill's voice? Like where it came from? Because it does have an origin story. It's not a very exciting one, but I do know what it is. I wanna grow. Whoa! Here we go. Well, that just ceased to be. It actually ceased to be. What the fuck? It's gone. The second balloon is gone. And what the fuck? What is it? So, the Hank Hill voice is done by Mike Judge, who is the creator of King of the Hill. He does the voice himself, and the voice came from in Beavis and Butthead. There's a character who is, I forget what he's named. Mr. Nope, I don't remember. He's their next door neighbor, and his voice is an early version of the Hank Hill voice. In fact, the entire idea for the show, King of the Hill, came from this guy, Mr. Anderson, I think his name was. Came from this one character who had that voice and had like very, very like Republican South ideals, and like, you know, he believed in mowing his lawn and taking care of it like religiously, and like, you know, he didn't sell propane and propane accessories, he'll tell you what, but he did care very much about his lawn. And that's where Hank Hill came from. Was just he just is that character from Beavis and Butthead. I mean, not everyone knew that. There was a point in time when I didn't know that. I didn't know that until I watched Beavis and Butthead with a friend. And I saw the character and I was like, hey, he sounds like Hank Hill. And he's like, yeah, there's a reason for that. And he explained it. I was like, oh. Then I looked it up online and verified it, and determined that that is in fact what had been the happen. Don't diminutize my fucking story. Act like it isn't important, you piece of shit. I'm filling dead air with what I can fill it with. Because Lord knows nothing interesting is going on in this fucking game. A monkey just became small and it's picking up giant, relatively giant fucking paper-thin bananas. And also is killing relatively, absolutely massive crocodiles who are more head than body and who have false teeth. And drop absolutely massive melons, and I don't mean the inappropriate kind. She doesn't work, like everything else in this game. How are we doing? Missing 5. Count them. 5. And a golden banana. And that would be the beetle. Oh, and actually, speaking of the beetle, I know where the last 5 bananas are, so I'm gonna go get those and then promptly not do the beetle. In fact, I would instead prefer to crush the beetle, but that is not an option. This is a place of soap. Y'all should do what this man tells you. He is sexy. Nice. And there's the last 5 bananas. So, this game can go to hell. And with that, if I'm not mistaken... I am mistaken. Lanky's missing 15 bananas. Everyone else is done. Just Lanky's missing 15. Where? Bullshit. Didn't happen. There were no 15 bananas. It didn't happen. This game is bullshit. Okay, let's find the local Fat 'em Upper port. Fat 'em Upper port. Where is the local... It's over there. Yep. Like many things in this game, the beetle does not have a consistent size. Winning fishing is the best thing I've ever done. Check this out. Actually, wait, hold on. Before I do this. Dang it. Damn, I never have enough speed. I need to, like, get more of a running start. Actually, it's probably just because I'm doing it too late. That was way off. Come on, I want to get this trick on this shitty controller. This has got to be amazing to listen to. I'm trying to do the moon kick, yes. And I'm fucking it up. I have done this before. It's just a lot harder to do with this thing than just a regular old controller. Come on. Come on. You know you want to, you bitch. He had to use the lavatory. I'm not going to try for that much longer. I would like to get it. It's amazing, but it's really hard to mash with these buttons. These buttons, not meant for mashing. No, I have not done the god-awful beetle race yet, and I don't think I'm going to tonight. It's too awful for me to want to do. Alright, fuck it. Here, have your fucking bananas, you fat fuck. Okay. Well, if your floor is relatively clean, your immune system will probably just take care of that. Where did you get a Swiss chocolate bar? That reminds me of the time that I ordered a Toblerone on Amazon. I don't know why. I don't know why I remembered this. That was a special time because I'd never had a Toblerone before, and I had some extra money, and I bought it with something else that I needed on Amazon, and so there was no story here. There is the alternate boss skip. That one's even harder. Fuck that noise. I'm just gonna do this. Well, I have a Trader Joe's here in Dallas, but they're probably closed right now, so I can't go get one. Did I get the big Toblerone? Yeah, I got the big one. It took me several days to finish. Yeah, I think they knew what they were doing when they chose the name Fuddruckers. And Mike Judge knew what he was doing when he put Fuddruckers in the movie, and because it became Buttfuckers. It's harder because it's more precise. You have to walk off a ledge, specifically turn backwards to face the cliff. Shit. It is harder. The moon jump is so easy. It's super easy. The only reason I'm having a hard time with it is because I'm using this controller. But moon jump on that surface is really easy. The other one, like, you actually have to expend effort. I don't want to do that. Stop being a bitch. Down he goes. Get trumped. You fat bitch. Fat gay bitch. This game is smooth as butter. The Dragonfly boss is not sexy. I disagree. It is not. It's quite ugly, and I think it's designed to be that way. Oh wait, because I don't have the ponytail twirl, I can't do this, can I? I cannot believe the fucking intended way to get this barrel. I'm pretty sure they just didn't finish this. Because, like, you're apparently supposed to come up here, jump off this corner, and do a ponytail twirl into the very bottom, and I mean the absolute bottom of this fucking barrel, when it's bobbing down. Like, are you kidding me? That's actually what you're supposed to do? No, it isn't. No, it fucking isn't. They just coded it wrong. They forgot to put something in here. They fucked something up. Okay, well, here's this. Things I need to do include unlock Frantic Factory. And I think that's it. Oh no, I also need to go to the Fairy Island and do that. That's important. Fuddrucker Airlines. Brilliant. Ponytail twirl. I thought you could make floating rope spawn. What? What do you mean make floating rope spawn? In the boss room? No. There's no floating ropes there. I have no idea what you're talking about. Fuddrucker's pretty bad, but at least that's supposed to be. This is good. So next, this. Would this game be worth playing were it to get a revision release like a remake? It would be worth playing because it's a fun game. I don't find this game particularly tedious. There are some tedious parts, but overall I find it an enjoyable experience. Even today, even in its N64 state, you can say that this is just because of nostalgia, but I actually genuinely do believe that this game and Banjo-Tooie are like this, or Banjo-Kazooie. This game isn't as good as Banjo-Kazooie in terms of design, but in terms of like mechanics and replayability, I would say this is more, or not more. I would say that they're pretty close to being equal. And so if you like Banjo-Kazooie and you like Banjo-Tooie, like if you just like collectathon platformers, this is a good one to pick up and play. I admit that it has a great many ridiculous faults because it wasn't finished, but it's still a collectathon platformer on the N64 that Rare made, and I think the best thing I can say about this game is that it says a lot about Rare at the time, that even when they were at their shittiest, they still made a great game. That's this game summed up in... there you go. Okay, so I've done that. Next. That's cool. I wish I'd gotten to see the infinite scout jump. Wait a second. Hold on. Can I get to the top of this with DK? I think I can. Long, slow trek up to the tippity top. Hello, what's this? This is nothing. I actually still think Banjo-Tooie is the best N64 platformer. At least the best one made by Rare. I would say the best one was Super Mario 64, but it's really, really hard to compete with that, so there's no reason for me to be here. I thought maybe I could do something. Yeah, no, this game could be pretty much perfected if it were just to tie up loose ends and fix the stuff that they obviously rushed in and didn't finish. It would pretty much just be a great classic. It still is, because it's that close to being good. They needed to do some bug fixes. They needed to do, like, basically what happened was they had a very short development cycle for this game, and so they had much grander visions for this game, but they kind of had to like slap a lot of it in place at the last second because they kind of got time crunched. So if they were to go back and fix a lot of the golden bananas just being bad or like just pointless, then and fix the bugs, then this would be like great. It still is anyway. You know, that would take it from this being like a 7 out of 10 game to being like a 9 out of 10 if they were to go back and do that. But it's still great anyway. Fuck you. Get juke nuking. But I do think Banjo-Tooie is a better game. In fact, it's not even something I think, it's something I know. Because Rare made Banjo-Kazooie first. And it is the one that I like the least, because it feels the least polished. Which is ironic, coming out of this game. But I say that, like, at the time, they were still figuring out how to make a fun platformer. They still succeeded. They still succeeded by a lot. But it was obvious to me that at the time, they were still figuring out how to do it. Then they came out with this game, and, like, by here, they'd perfected, like, they'd figured out how to do it. They just didn't have enough time to finish this one. So when Banjo-Tooie came out, there was no problem. Like, they were set. They knew exactly what they were doing, and I think they made a fantastic game with very few flaws. So Banjo-Tooie is the best one of the set because it's the one that they had the most practiced before going into, and it didn't have any, like, development problems. What the fuck do you want? I don't care, Facebook. Come on. Although, like, to be clear, in DK64 you do get new abilities in every world. You get something new in every world. I'm pretty sure. In most worlds, if not every world. Yeah, no, I see that. No, I see him. He's very big. I know I like Tooie better than Kazooie, but I still like Kazooie anyway. Josh originally liked Tooie better and then switched to Kazooie, which I find unfortunate, but I would say that Tooie is a much better designed game. It seems obvious to me that Rare knew what they were doing by that point, and like, oh. Well, there's the level over there. I'm where I am. The level's over there. Can I walk to the level? Oh, hold on. There's... Oh! Okay. Well, I was going for this balloon anyway. This is where I wanted to be, just not how I expected to get here. Brilliant. Fucking emulator can't handle this shit. Okay, Chunky, let's get you out of there. Okay, thanks, camera. Good pal. So this switch that's very randomly placed, like that. I agree the abilities weren't as well designed in this game, but I mean, they're not that far off from what's in Tooie, because a lot of the stuff in Tooie was also situational. Not as much as it was in this game, but a good amount of it was. Like, it's definitely better in Tooie, but Tooie had situational stuff too, like the split-up pads. The Banjo gets in his sack and uses it as like a protective thing. Like, those aren't generally useful. Those are very specific. Then you have, like, most of the eggs were pretty situational. Like, clockwork eggs, the way they were intended to be, were quite situational. Although, you know, it turned out that they were also horribly broken and wound up not being situational, but not by design. Where's the fucking thing? Is it here? Or is this... What is this? No, that's Diddy's. Where's mine? Here it is. In the middle of the room. Brilliant. Idiot. No, 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 no. Get me out. We're doing it over. Yeah, I heard about the banana coin that was just in the grass. Yeah. In Fungi Forest. It was just there the whole time. No one ever knew about it. That's the story of this game. People are always, like, discovering things way after the fact in this game. I like how long it took people to figure out what was causing the fake key glitch in the 8% speedrun. It took people way too long to figure out that it was just based on whether or not the camera was looking at the key. Okay, so now we can go play us some Danky Kang, and also we have a Chunky. Beach. I mean, to be fair, these glitches that I'm experiencing, like that one that popped me out of the level, that's not in the console version, that's just the emulator fucking up. At least I'm extremely certain it's not in the console version, because if it was, the speedrun would probably use that, because it was quite a lot faster. And I've never had it happen to me. Oops. I want you to pull the lever. Pull the lever, Kronk. Okay. I don't remember which button it is. Wait. Oh, he can't pull the lever because I didn't get the ability yet. And the ability is at Cranky's, which I was just at, so I have to go back there and do that. See, if I wasn't streaming, I wouldn't be having these issues, I swear. I know there's no video evidence of it, because of course there isn't, but whenever I'm recording or streaming or whatever, my mind is focused on literally anything but the game in question. This always happens, where like, I can't. These are the types of mistakes I wouldn't make, because like, my mind is constantly in this mode of like thinking about what I need to be currently doing and what I'm going to be doing next. But when I'm streaming, that like forethought or that background thought process is instead being used for the stream. And so the current me can't be told what to do by the background like past me because he doesn't exist. If that makes any sense. That's exactly why I prefer to not do blind games, because it's bad enough when I do games that I actually know. Also, Chunky's back up there. How did that happen? Oh, that's right. I have to use Lanky to free him. That's right. I don't think it occurs in the console version. I'm reasonably certain. Because like I said, if it did, I probably, like, they would probably use it in the speedrun, and I would probably have experienced it at some point. Hello. Wait, Gavin? Holy shit. Hi, Gavin. It's been a while, hasn't it? What did I just do? Oh, I was about to say, I made it freeze! God, this looks like shit. Good music. Wow. I'm playing it on the original hardware. There's no excuse for this. That was all me, I think. I assume... You know what? Actually, maybe that's the wrong assumption to make. I assume this game emulates that game correctly. That might not be the correct assumption to make. That was probably all me. Yeah, sure enough. With a fight stick, which itself emulates the original control scheme for this game. I used to actually, well, my dad has the arcade cabinet, or has an arcade cabinet, which contains this game, as well as Galaga and Pac-Man, I think. Oh. And, I used to be really practiced at this game because, you know, the cabinet was... Oh! The cabinet was, you know, it was in the house, and I could play it whenever I wanted. This fire is gonna fucking kill me. Maybe not. Maybe. Okay, well now at least he's over there and out of my way. So here's what appears to be a tank, but is apparently actually a Hayat. Well, that's because, yeah, emulators can't handle this game. There is no emulator that exists that I know of that emulates Donkey Kong 64 correctly. Donkey Kong 64 refuses to be emulated. Here's everybody's favorite level, both in the original and in Smash 4. Fuck! I went a little bit too far to the left. And gay lover. Fantastic. Oh. Shit. Rub. Is this on the PC? Yeah. I'm emulating it on Pajama 64. Okay, thank you. So Gavin, what have you been up to? I'm still going to college, the same college. Nothing's new with me. Where can you get what set up? You mean you mean me playing Donkey Kong 64, or more precisely, me playing the original Donkey Kong in Donkey Kong 64 with a fight stick? Just go to the store, buy a fight stick, and emulate Donkey Kong 64. That's all you have to do. Motherfuck! That's part of the problem with this being a square gate. Like, it doesn't differentiate. Like, if I'm holding up, it's super easy to accidentally hit left and right. Too much or too little. Like, I really need a better fight stick. Okay, how about you face the right way, asshole? Yeah, I suppose so, Polaris, I suppose so. How many times am I gonna dance to this same song? Also, how dare the game call me one loser? I mean, shake my entire desk just to dick around. Bitches. I don't know. Motherfucker. You stay far away from me. Oh, come on. I love how he feels the need to extend his feet about 1,000,000 miles at the end of every level. Shit, this flame's gonna be right in my way. This flame's jocking my style! Wait a second. Oh, interesting. Wait, is it... Hold on. It is random. That's not right. Or is it random? Motherfucker! Damn it! Piece of shit! I do like how high can you get. I do have to do it twice. There's no joke in this. I just decremented the letter by 1. That's all I did. So, I could swear that the way the game is supposed to work on 75M, like, by default, is the plungers that are coming from the left have 2 different patterns that they're supposed to just alternate between. So, like, it's supposed to be one of the plungers lands immediately to the left of the ladder and bounces completely over the ladder, and then the next one comes along and bounces slightly inside and to the right of the ladder. And they alternate. And so, as soon as the one that lands on the ladder goes, you can go, run under it, and then hide immediately just, like, under and to the right of the ladder, and the next one will bounce clear over you, and then you just barely have enough time to get up the ladder. Now, unfortunately, in my case, Mario got fucking stuck because, I assume because this joystick sucks. Or I suck. I'm guessing it's actually the joystick. I know this is a classic case of, oh sure, blame it on the controller. But, no, actually, seriously. I'm pretty sure I got fucked by the controller on that one. Because, like, I've noticed that it doesn't the control for direction doesn't respond right. What was in 1788? Oh my god, that was almost a fuck. Come on, fuck off. This is bad. Oh god, that was close! Oh, the quote was... okay. Yeah, they're not alternating. God damn. Yeah, the fall damage is pretty stupid. Have to admit. Where are you guys going? Come on back. The party's down here. Good thing these things have the collective IQs of cannolis. Cannolinis. Nope, that's fucked. You can jump over these, but it's very difficult to do, so I'm trying not to have to do that. He's gonna climb up this ladder. No, he's not. Oh! I was make a break for it! And that is how you play Donkey Kong. How many coins is it per play? 2 coins to play. Okay. So, this is the thing. Coins aren't infinite in this game, right? So, like, if you were to collect all the coins and run out and not get the Nintendo coin, does that soft lock the game? Why should I save state? There's no reason to save state here. Also, where'd the banana go? Oh, the 2 coins are a one-time donation? Okay, that makes sense. Seriously, where'd the banana go? Did I pick it up when I wasn't watching? Let's find out if it's a one-time donation. It's very easy to find out. Also, I think Barton's here. And probably Josh by extension. Hello. What?
That was Pac-Man for some reason. I couldn't place it.
Yeah, just slap the N64 coin on everything, call it a day, guys. Yep. Oh! Oh!
Smells like weed.
Doesn't smell like weed to me.
I know, it's just the air smells it. How did you do?
It was fine. How was yours?
Okay, my good cook quit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Invading your space.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm just looking at the chat.
Yeah. My good cook quit, and my bad cook is having some kind of family existential crisis.
So you just have no cooks.
So I have one cook that's supposed to be becoming a manager.
Ow.
So basically, yeah, no cooks.
That sucks.
Yeah. And Easter's coming.
Yeah, Easter is coming up. That is true.
This game is so bullshit.
It gets bullshit at points.
Yeah. So close. Of what? Is that an emulator issue?
Yeah, that's the emulator being a fuck. You motherfucker. Don't you do it. Okay. That's fine. Oh! Oh! Come on. Back the fuck up, guys. Jesus. Okay, he was an idiot. Now you guys are dying. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, first try, bitch. I don't even need to find out if I have to spend another 2 coins. First try. Didn't even have to use the other life. Did it in 1 life. Oh, what? No! I wanted to... Oh, dang it. Gate. Okay, now we actually have to find out. Does it cost coins to play again? No, it doesn't. Well, now we know. It's a one-time payment. And now, losers are 3. I have no interest in trying to go further. What?
Said I heard victory and then despair.
Yeah, I did it in 1 try, and then I meant to enter my name, but as I went to move my hand to put it on the buttons, I accidentally hit the enter button, so I entered my name as nothing.
Oh.
Which doesn't matter at all, but it was just...
Yeah.
It was a surprising accident.
I assume you're going to remember something.
I don't know.
Oh wait, don't you have to 100%?
No.
Okay. Oh right, this is the lenient one.
You have to 50% this game.
Yeah. It's banjo.
Yeah.
But you need the coins.
Alright, so I think I'm gonna be done there. Wait, I didn't get Chunky. Let me not be done there. Let me go get Chunky. Did I activate this? Did I activate this? No. Looks like we're walking. Josh did not die to marijuana. Don't even know what that means. Okay, so grab this. First, activate this. So I don't have to fucking walk back again. Oh, wait a second. I don't have the thing, do I? No, I do. Very sensitive banana. And that gives me the chunky ass. Goodbye. And yeah. Okay, now we can do this. And now I can be done. There, just Alright, so thanks for watching. I may or may not do more of this.
DK will always have you in its grasp.
No, it won't. Not even close.
But I thought you liked it.
I do, but that doesn't mean I'm going to play it constantly.
Oh.